store on this agenda. It just totally slipped my mind, so. We do need to pay attention to what happens with this building. It's been neglected far too long. Anyway, approval of the minutes. Has everyone read the minutes for January 26th? 2020, yes.
I just have a very minor comment.
Minutes,
May I share them now?
yes.
Okay. So I may have misspoke. It happens all the time. But just regarding the brown signs, one, the direction should say from two different points of entrance into the village as opposed to in and out of. And that's very minor, but the other issue was I needed to submit the locations and the maps to the state DOT, not DPW. So I don't want to give DPW anything else to do.
So that's the
No, that's true, yeah.
DOT. And what was?
And the other one was the two signs are for two different points in. It's not really an
In and out.
in and an out. It's
Okay. Like an
And-
exiting.
yeah, because it wouldn't say like you're leaving this
Okay.
village. It would say now or entering the whatever.
Okay.
Minor.
Easy enough.
That's it. Yep.
All right, so can we have a motion to approve minutes?
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second. All in favor?
I
Opposed? I am not seeing Donna on this agenda that I have.
What says read school?
Yeah, under Reed School.
Oh, I thought it was gonna come up under new business. Because that's
Yeah.
what I was gonna talk about with you.
Yeah, so,
We can just go under that.
yeah, it can just
Okay,
fall under that.
that's,
I sent you
what
a
I
follow-up
think it's about.
email on, I said on second thought.
Yeah.
Reed Schoolhouse would have
That's fine.
popped up twice, so we'll just keep
Okay,
it under the
that's
same
fine.
heading.
I'm gonna let Donna speak first. She has a program that she'd like to propose for the
Yeah.
school.
What I'd like to do is work with the Enrich Homeschool Group and as a representative of Payne House Museum to provide a program, an immersive program for homeschoolers to come for a 3-hour period and experience a one-room schoolhouse. I have an acquaintance who is a colonial reenactor who interprets an itinerant schoolmaster. And he will come and be the teacher. And the kids will dress loosely in period dress and experience a day in the school building.
That's nice.
I'd also like to be able to involve the public a little bit. I do a family learning series with the Payne House. And I would like to be able to schedule a 1-hour session for that as well. And that is also fee-based. Both of these programs would be fee-based. So I wanted to be upfront about that. We will be collecting money from the public for this. At some point, it would be nice if I could connect with maybe Parks and Rec and maybe get the kids in there, like with their day camp programs. I don't know how they can transport the students. That's a concern for me. I don't know if they have a bus available. I know that a lot of times the schools have difficulty moving students to field trips because of the cost of transportation.
They used to have a bus, but their bus is gone now.
Yeah.
Parks and Rec.
Oh.
I don't know, they do rent buses, but I don't really know.
And
how they
then if
do.
at any time you have an event or a day where you want the building open to the public and it just can be open, I'd definitely be agreeable to go and volunteer to be there.
So, John, we've never done anything like this before. How would we go about?
I think a good place to start would be, maybe you just reaching out to the town manager, just letting him know, hey, this is something that we want to do. Maybe if
Okay.
we start with specific dates and, if that works out, then we can continue scheduling future dates. But that's probably a good first step, and then
Okay.
he can work with the solicitor if there's any other
Um,
specifics, whether it's, liabilities or anything like
So in
that.
order to set up dates, she come back in another month, or can we do that in the meantime, or?
No, you can do that in the meantime.
Working,
Great.
talking with the town manager.
Yes,
Okay, right. Any questions?
yeah, the way, if I may,
ahead.
I think this is just kind of to have the commission give their thoughts and feelings about it.
Mhm.
And then if you guys give the thumbs up, then it's just working one-on-one with the manager.
Does anybody have any questions or? Anything?
How soon would you want to try doing this?
The first event with the homeschool group, I was hoping for April.
April, okay.
It says that.
The learning series would be middle of May. And then anything going forward, maybe with Parks and Rec to be in the summer.
Yep,
I don't even
after
know.
school is out, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But, because the
Yeah.
kids pretty much
This
don't
is
want to go
all-
to school
all-
on the weekend, do they?
And how many kids do you think you would have?
I was hoping to have about 20-25 homeschool kids and
Yep.
approximately the same number for the learning series. That's
Yep.
my cutoff usually.
Yep.
20. And they are fee-based, as I was saying. So if
Yeah.
the town wanted rent for the building for that day, because we are making money, the reason that Payne House has to charge a fee is so that we
Yep.
have money for other program going forward. So we have to generate income in order to put on these programs.
Yep,
Would this person be able to tell us what kind of desk would have been in that school? Because apparently what we had in there, I've been told, is a factory desk.
I really don't know if he would. I can
You could
definitely
ask
ask
him,
him. Yeah.
Because if we want to portray that as the school was built in 1831, so you want to portray that as a one school. If we
For-
could get a desk that's more suitable than a factory desk.
Yeah, for
Oh,
the,
you mean for the teacher to be at, is that, or you mean the
Teacher?
kids? No,
The
the
teacher.
teacher.
Does she-
Are you talking about the desk for the
Yes.
teacher? Yep,
That's what I said, talking
Well-
about t-shirts.
I thought you
I'm
meant for the
Yes.
students. I was
No, no,
gonna
no, no,
say,
we
Is
have
there enough
desks
seating in there?
for
Yeah.
the students, huh?
I said, is there seating enough seating in there?
There's still some, but we can bring back what's been taken out. There are still some desks bolted to the floor. This pedestal. type
Yeah. so
desks.
the thing that I would ask is that I be able to get in to do an assessment to see how many
Mhm.
seats are available, if I need to borrow some or find some. To get in to do some cleaning. I was wondering what the capacity is. I guess that maybe the town manager would have a clue on that.
Do you know the capacity?
I,
It's not huge.
yeah, I don't know.
I've
Whether or
never-
not there's plumbing available, is there a
There-
restroom?
There is not.
There's a
plumbing.
toilet.
There is,
But the water shut.
but the water, is there heat in the building right now?
By April, I imagine the water will be back
Yeah.
on.
well, they get the
School.
true experience of kids in
It's- it's
1830.
the outhouse.
There's a couple of houses there. So,
Are they functional?
You know what? I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah, that.
Last
I
time we
wouldn't
shut it.
didn't touch that.
Well, that's something you might have to deal with. You might have to have a porta potty put there
Yeah.
for the
That,
day,
yeah, that would
which
probably
is
be.
like
deal breaker.
$100.
Yeah, that would probably be a
110.
deal breaker.
Yeah. That's the only thing with it,
Shoot the
because
budget.
with kids especially.
Mhm.
But- Norma said there's a toilet.
Well, there is. I've never known of anybody using it, but you need the
Well,
water.
okay, the
Yeah.
water would have to be put on.
Yeah, so I'm assuming it has,
Yeah, I think it-
septic.
if they haven't done that in a while, you could,
Yeah.
there could be some problems, so. you
Yeah.
wanna Make sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to wait till, the
Yeah,
day
because that
of
building
to
could-
find out.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll check with DPW. For when they would turn that on. Because that's up to them now.
And test it.
Test it.
Yeah, they're
Make sure
saying
it
it
works.
hasn't been working for a while.
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. It's
Give-
city water though, so it's not well water, so you don't
Yeah.
Oh,
have to
okay.
worry
Yeah.
about drinking or whatever. Well, drinking, I can drink out of a toilet.
Or a broken.
Well, you worry, right, you worry more about a cracked pipe or something and you put it on and now you've got a leak coming all over the
It's a
place.
city.
So,
Yeah, it might spoil the day.
yeah,
That's a good thing, because that's a point.
Yeah, I don't think there's a sink. I think there's just a toilet.
There's no
so-
sink. Might just be.
I don't think there's a sink, it's just a
Well,
little
we could
tiny,
get primitive on that, you know,
Yeah.
there can be
I'll have to look into that, so.
there could be.
Just have a little hand
water,
sanitizer.
Something going on, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, any other questions?
no, I think it's a great idea to utilize the Reed Schoolhouse in a way that will educate
Oh, yeah, that's.
the kids on their history too.
It's exciting, I
It's
want,
been closed for a
Bigger
while
building.
too, so.
Hmm.
Oh, I had a question, but
But we didn't answer, so how would she get in? She would contact you, Norma,
I
or
have a
one of
key.
us to
I have a
unlock?
key.
You have a key, I know.
Yeah, I don't
Yep.
know, should you, other of you have a key? I can make keys.
You probably should have some real some key, but also,
Well, DPW has keys, but I mean, none of
Right.
you,
We probably should.
yeah, you need
Yeah.
a backup, definitely.
Yeah.
That way, in case you can't do it,
Yeah.
that
Well,
way,
no,
whatever one of us could to
yeah, yeah.
let Donna in.
Well, like Sandy had a key, but I don't know where those keys went, so. Yeah, I'll have a couple of keys made.
Yep,
Yeah, that's really quick, so you have to move quick on that. I
Yeah.
mean, April's right around the corner. And
yeah,
I'm curious what the town will think, only because you know, liability or waivers, or it's just, it's kind of, we've never really
Probably
done
a-
it like
the
that.
homeschool students are insured for programs off-site.
Oh, that's a
Oh.
good thing, okay. Well, that would be good, because I'm sure the town will need to know that, so.
Yeah, that's in here,
Yeah, my thought would be, just proving
we can,
that there is
definitely,
some sort of insurance or something like that.
yes.
Other than that, the town has their own insurance. We dealt with that with the land trust when they're sponsoring some sort of event at one of their properties. The question became, okay, if we're having volunteers or something like that, do we have to have them sign some sort of waiver?
Gotcha.
It was,
Yep.
nope, we have insurance, they're covered under that. But yeah, proof that.
That's
that
good.
I
Well,
can
that's
get that.
good.
from
That
the
organization
homeschool.
has it, that would be helpful.
Mhm. And that's in here, did you get one of these?
I did not.
Oh, we have an extra here.
Oh, perfect.
They had a different, I'd like to see the school open again, and maybe you can help us
Yeah.
build a program too, besides what you do, so that it can be open
I'd love to.
Yeah, that's
during
nice.
the year.
Nice to- Started something good, that's good.
Yep.
I've had a lot of people say that, the school's never open. Well,
It's really
it's
cool.
true, it hasn't been open in quite
Just
a
getting,
while.
the families of the kids involved.
Yeah, that's
That
great.
going to
The next-
generate some further interest usually.
I know that it's not inclusive to have the homeschool group there. You know, it restricts the public school students, so that's why I was hoping that the Payne House Learning Series, which is open to everyone.
Mm.
Would bring some families,
Mm,
you know, from public school students to the
Sure.
building.
There used
I
to
mean,
be field
right.
trips from the schools to, they used to do the 3 in one day.
Yeah.
Payne House, Nathaniel Green and Reed School, all, and they
Yeah.
would circulate, and they would kick on buses, and they brought their own lunches.
Have to find out who the
Yeah.
history teachers are at Coventry Middle School
Right.
and
I think the
such.
problem is transportation.
Yeah.
costs.
That has been for a while.
There was
Yeah.
actually one event one time, where they took, I think it was second graders from the Washington Oak School, and actually they walked. They took that day and walked down
From
to
up the
Reed
hill?
Schoolhouse.
No, I know a woman who is a teacher there,
Oh, yeah,
and that was stopped because someone complained that it
Oh.
was dangerous,
mm.
okay, never mind.
right?
I'll
Now
just,
you know.
I'll relay a short story, but on this topic. I recently had an experience because of my grandfather map program that we're doing. And we were contacted by Nathan Bishop Middle School in Providence. And the history teacher there had asked their students to do a history project. And two of the boys there that were early teens wanted to do it. They'd seen the article on my grandfather, and they wanted to do it on him. And it was really nice because they interviewed myself and Steve and Linda Cornatz, who do the presentation, and we met there. I brought them a lot of info on my grandfather. Now, I haven't seen it yet. They're in the process of finishing the presentation, but they sent me a very nice, letter a week or two ago. And they brought back the info I gave them, but they, and they were very enthusiastic and interested in it. And they're going to present that to, their classmates and stuff. So there are, people out there who are
Yeah.
very much interested in historical aspect and would probably be interested, like here, maybe in the town, get something going with that,
It'd be nice.
so anyway.
No, it sounds good. I'll contact the town manager on Monday,
Mhm.
not tomorrow.
I guess the only other question would be, this seems to be an event that would need some sort of lead time as far as advertising or signups or something like that. So what would be like your cutoff that way? Norma knows kind of
Well,
where she needs to be and when.
a month would be tight,
Mhm.
but that would work. There's a program similar to this that is done at the Hornbein School in Rehoboth. And that program fills up almost immediately. So I'm hoping that this will be as popular. And maybe we don't need that whole month. But we
You don't
might,
know.
we
You
might,
don't know.
because it's new, it's not the program they used to, so.
Hmm.
We might.
I think it's great. That's really,
The homeschool organization will market the program. They will collect the funds for the
Mhm.
day, and then they will pay Payne House. I do hope to pay our school teacher because he's taking a vacation day from his real job and driving from
Mhm.
Braintree. So I'd like to compensate him for his time.
What day of the week do you think you'd do?
I'm not sure. I'll contact the people marketing for the homeschool group because there are so many co-ops that go on throughout the week. We will choose a day that the kids are
Mhm.
not otherwise busy. Or already signed up for paid programming.
Okay. All right, anything else? Is everybody okay with this?
yeah,
So we'll just
Make a
put,
motion.
Yeah.
To-
somebody make the motion.
I'll make a motion to approve
Stop.
this Reed Schoolhouse proposal.
second,
All in favor?
I,
Opposed? Right, so we'll put the wheels in motion and hopefully next week. We'll have something to
Thank
say.
you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
And thank you.
it's a good start. This could be what we
Yeah.
really need for the Reed Schoolhouse.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm hoping something good comes of it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
You don't have to say if you don't want to.
nice seeing you again.
Yeah, you
Yep.
too.
Take care.
take care.
Nice to meet you.
Bye, Dawn.
Okay, bye. Also on Reed School.
Okay.
Um. The plexiglass is up.
Mm.
And I was going by one day and we've had cold and warm and cold and there's condensation. In between,
Because there's no heat. Yeah,
there's something, will that cause damage or
I don't know. I'll take a look.
I noticed condensation. I never
Yeah.
thought about that, but
I'll have to take a look,
yeah, I don't know.
right? Was it cold the day you went by or warm? Which?
It was it was during fluctuations of
Yeah, 'cause that's
temperatures. It's,
usually
no, it was
alright.
cold, but it had been warm and it,
Yep.
you know, so.
Well,
What do you think though? I mean, would, after a while, would it damage the?
well, it may be, again, they're there to protect the glass. They're not there for insulating purposes, although it does. It may be that we have to have them put a
Little vent?
small.
Little vent.
Right, a small, vent
more
or
concerned
something
about
in
the
order
air.
to let the air, I don't, I would have to ask Coventry Glass that question, but
Yeah.
I'll try to,
Right,
I'm gonna make a note to
Because it's
myself.
About the wood.
yeah,
No,
right.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll make a note, check,
Yeah,
check for
that's good, that's good.
moisture.
And I
Yeah.
went by the other night and the lights are still not. Okay. So,
I wonder if it's like a day of the week type of thing, because I've gone by and the lights have been on, so maybe it's just
went by
the,
on the
Programming
weekend.
and-
yeah, the
Yeah.
timer's just a little off.
I went by on the weekend, it was about 7:30
Okay.
and they weren't on,
Okay.
but I don't know if there's. the
I wonder if
timer-
some days it's not coming on, some.
Yeah, I don't know if it's timed or light, some they just automatically come on when it's dark.
Has anybody talked to DPW about it yet?
No, well, I did a while back, but
But
and they
to
worked for
get
a
the-
short while, but they're not
Right,
working again,
right.
so I'll check on that again.
Because obviously they know.
Yeah.
What's going on
Well,
more than we
yeah.
do.
Yeah,
Is
Uh,
do you know of a timer, like within the
I
building?
really don't know.
Okay.
I really don't know what the setup is there.
Mhm.
I don't know if it needs to be replaced, the wiring?
Yeah, because it could be the timer is going too.
Yeah,
you
my,
know?
well, my thought is, or maybe, the power went out one day and it's just
Hmm.
needs to be reset, so if
Well,
there's,
it could be, yeah,
if there's key available.
Yeah,
maybe
the
it's a
power
matter
goes
of
up,
going
right, the
there
power
and
goes out and that
setting the
messes
time.
it up,
Yeah.
yeah.
okay, and we decided to wait till April for the flagpole,
Right,
okay.
yep,
The CLG grant. Erin says that she has not heard from them, but originally, at least she said it was March.
right,
So there's nothing really to report on the CLG grant.
right,
Um,
pink granite.
well, you had talked about somebody doing a
I
presentation.
did, and I did talk to them on the phone.
Yeah,
He's been on vacation. He just came back Tuesday. He was away for a week and a half. And I'm gonna meet with them someday next week. Bring them the pictures I have and the sketch I have and find out, what they can do to help with a 3D or,
Yep.
computer generated images for that. So I have made contact with them and just like I said, he was out in Colorado or somewhere for a week and a half.
Oh.
So,
okay. Because that would eventually
Yeah.
would want to be on.
his name is Zach Deus, Deus. That's not the name of the business, but that's his name.
That's
And
his name.
he's
Okay.
in Phoenix in the old, what was the old Cardin's drugstore
Oh,
building.
yeah.
Yeah, he owns that with
Yeah, I've
his,
seen that. yeah.
him and his cousin own that together, because they have more than one thing there, but they do, again, a lot of stuff for real estate people and that for doing visual tours and for businesses, stuff like that. So, and he knows, again, I know his uncle very well, he's the one that bid on the masonry to do,
Oh,
that we
okay.
hopefully get the grant for
Okay.
Greenwood Cemetery.
Yep.
But I think, I know they do it. I just gotta make sure they can do it for what we've got allocated. That's all.
Would they be useful to us with future projects, say Saint Germain store or whatever?
Anything like that, they do all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I'll find out more next week when I get a chance to meet with them.
But one of the things, and I know it's not on the agenda, but we would have to do with Saint Germain store is we have to know what it's gonna be.
Mm.
We can't just say we wanna save it, we wanna,
Well, we can't talk about it tonight, so I
No.
can't say too much, all right?
now, you said Nick is very interested in that. Would he be interested in coming to our next meeting to
Well,
discuss it?
Nick, are you on there?
Good
Hi,
evening. I am here, and I would be happy to come to a meeting and talk about St. Germain's store.
Okay, good.
Okay, well, can we put you on the agenda for next month and have you come in and join us?
Yes,
Like-
certainly.
Like
I'd be
Donna
looking,
tonight?
I'd look
Okay,
forward to it.
Okay,
And that way you can answer some of our questions and as to the approach. Because it is a state building.
okay, that's,
Our next meeting would be
23rd March.
March 23rd.
March 23rd.
Okay,
Okay,
so it will definitely.
unfortunately, we can't talk about it tonight because it wasn't on the
But
agenda.
it's
Yeah.
gonna happen here anyway,
Yeah,
rather than,
yes, be
no, that's good. Okay,
very informative.
yeah, thank you. Okay, the town mural still is sitting at town hall.
Yeah, still working on it. I'll let you
Well-
know. I'll reach out.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah, and he's been busy,
Yeah,
and tomorrow's his last
the
day.
town manager, yeah,
Yeah, so
I'll let you
hopefully
know. Yeah.
next week or shortly.
Okay.
The
I'll let you
school
know.
has not gotten back to me about building a case for it. Do we want to look for another option? Who builds cases or protection pieces like this? Do you have any ideas?
No, I'm sure somebody.
no, I know people do it, that's not an issue, but
Yeah.
right here in town. I mean, JM Cabinetry,
Yeah.
they do a lot of work
Well, maybe
on my jobs and that, but they have the ability to do that. They can
Yeah, that'll be good.
do
Okay.
something.
So what I-
Because it's a fairly simple thing anyway, but they're right here, up near, Ionati's funeral home on Route 2.
Oh, yeah.
They're in
yeah.
the buildings right behind Cumberland Farms is some kind of,
Okay, yeah,
so they're
okay.
very close by. They're town people, so.
All right, so yeah, I'll get some more, I'll get some exact measurements and more pictures for them, just so we can prepare if that's the direction we're going. And we
Yeah.
can-
Well, we would
And-
want it encased anyway,
Yeah, because,
preserved or not, but
yeah, and it was painted on there. There's no,
Right, so you're still trying to find some more info on restoring it,
no, I think we're at the point now where it's better just to display. it.
just display, it.
yeah,
okay,
as it is.
I think so
Yeah.
too,
If
yeah.
it's painted, yeah, they can't do
Yeah,
anything.
there's
if it's
nothing,
painted.
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't, I mean, I have pictures of it because you sent them to me.
Yeah, I want to make sure on the measurement, that's what I
Well,
was.
that's what I was gonna say. The only thing I would need in order to find out more is I need the measurements of the sign.
Okay, I'll give, maybe I can give Debbie a call.
I mean, I can go there someday with you.
Yeah, I know you're busy though, I mean.
Yeah, but I'm not, I mean, I can do it late in the day.
Yeah,
Noon time, it's just, my mornings are always booked,
right.
you know.
So what I'll do is I'll text you
Mhm.
in the future and say,
Yeah.
hey, and then you can say I'm available, this would be good.
Yeah,
this
because I'd
week."
like to go again. I've only seen it once,
Yeah.
you know, in person. That was
Mhm.
like a year ago.
Yeah, so you
when
don't
I-
really remember.
But I'd
Okay.
like to see it again in
Right,
person, but then
I'll text you and,
me and you can do it and I can do a little sketch of exactly what it is.
okay,
So we could get a price
Mhm.
on doing
Okay.
something to encase it, you know, that would be appropriate.
very good. All right.
'Cause we have to
definitely.
do something with it. It can't stay.
No, it's
sitting.
time, we're gonna move that out.
Yeah, okay. So we don't need to vote on that. No, we do when the price is. Yeah, okay. All right, so you guys will take care of that over the
Yep.
next
Yep.
couple weeks or so. The signs. I sent those pictures you took to John, the Harris sign and the,
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
and
okay,
of course, she's already,
Yep.
we'll talk about the brown signs again if you want to, Maureen, but. I sent those pictures to John of what's at, that's what's at the green,
no, that's in Anthony,
Anthony
Oh,
Green,
yeah.
yeah, that's what's
Yeah.
in the kiosk.
yep. I'll just give you my impression. I mean, to me, it looks like it's the plexi that's on it that is the
Okay.
problem. Okay, not
Okay.
that I know that absolutely,
No,
but
no.
looking at it, it looks like through weathering and
Okay,
ultraviolet light from the sun that has degraded it, which it does over time. I think we'd have to have a glass person, professional person, look at that to see. You know,
Okay,
and obviously you don't use glass on them because someone
of
will
course.
break it. That's gotta
Yeah.
be the Lexan type that's thick, you know,
Okay,
protected,
yeah.
but even that over time will
Sure.
degrade from, you know,
no.
air pollution and
is-
everything else.
Is that paper within the,
Cause that
Yeah.
looks water damaged too.
Yeah,
if it kind of
yes,
says
there
that.
is a little bit.
I don't know where that original is.
No,
Whatever goes inside, could it be laminated as an extra protection?
I think it could.
In the
I mean, we
future-
don't, I mean, without
don't know,
removing
I know.
that, we don't know, you know, what that, it might already be, who knows, but. So that's true. Who had that image that they used for that?
I think that was done with Guy Lefave.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's a copy of that.
Well, the
spec-
real
specific
question is,
thing.
again, it's one of those things. I'd have to look at my pictures again, see how that is
Yeah.
possibly on there, but. If that can be removed, to get at what's under it and that's separate. That can be scanned and then a new
Okay.
print done and then that
Mm.
laminated.
Now, what's on the other side? Is
The
it
other
same
picture,
thing?
no, there's another image of it, for the others, no, that's,
This
okay, I
has-
didn't give you
There-
that, there it is, there it is. That's what's on the other side,
Okay,
same.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
You can see that side isn't as bad
Mhm.
because of the orientation of it, where it
Mhm.
doesn't get as much. You know,
Mhm.
hot sun, especially during the, you know, the summer months, so
How long has
but-
that been up there, Paul?
that's. Would you have any idea?
that was done.
At least 10 years.
That was done. I'd say closer to 20 years ago.
Yeah, 'cause
Wow,
I,
okay.
yeah.
15 to 20 years
Yeah,
ago.
so- That, no wonder it's
Okay.
one, yeah.
Because that was
Time
done,
flies.
yeah, that was done with the Greenway.
Okay,
Oh, okay,
The
So-
village was done around that same time.
okay.
yep. Do you want me to have I mean, I'll volunteer to do it, to have
the
a
guy-
glass person
guy
just
should
look
go
at
out
it,
there.
because I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
please.
someone
Yeah.
that
No, I don't know.
could give me a little insight on it.
Yeah, that's,
There again, I don't know if there's a key to open it or what, and I don't know who would have the key.
well,
Well, wait, I can stop. I didn't look at it that way. I just stopped the photograph, and so I
it's
wasn't
gotta
paying
be
attention
locked
to
or
that.
sealed,
Yeah.
so.
Look
Yep.
here, there seems to be 2 screws on the
Is it?
top.
Right.
There you go.
Okay.
Screwed shut.
Okay, all right, then
That makes
that's
more
good.
sense.
Okay,
Yeah,
Because if there's a key, who knows what the key is?
so
Yeah, okay. You want to talk about the brown signs?
Nothing to tell right now, other than I finally sent in those, the boundary maps with the corresponding, physical street locations, and I think I sent them about 6 maps, so, I know one of the people that I copied, I got one of those auto responses that the guy is out, until next week, but but he was just one of the people that I copied. So we'll see what they have to say. Hopefully I haven't, hopefully there wasn't a statute of limitations or an expiration date on this program. So we'll see what happens, but it's out of my hands right now.
Okay, oh, good, it's in, so.
It's-
Going back to the Harris sign.
can we,
Can we
yeah,
go
go
back
back
to
to
that?
that. Because the Harris sign is in pretty bad condition. And
Oh, yeah.
oh,
I don't know, again, that would be a sign company, would have to look at that. I mean, I don't know whether it had a plastic coating that was put on top of what was there, and that's what's failing.
Some
and
type of
they-
laminated.
Yeah,
you
like,
know.
it was- but you can't even really read most of it right now, so.
vandalism, right? It's not.
No, no, it's
somebody-
peeling.
And
just
how
being-
long ago was that done?
Paul Sprague did
And-
that when I
20,
guess-
is that 20 years old too?
I don't think it's that old.
Construction
No.
fencing.
Okay.
I
over
think
there,
when
or what?
the mill was being proposed to be done over in renovations, I'm not sure
Yeah.
when that year, I
Okay.
think it's
Mhm.
when he put that on. Is I
Yeah,
think he
because
was
it-
planning.
Is there any way for you to find out how long ago that was done? Since it might have been done through the planning office,
I
stuff.
can look through our files and see.
Yeah,
if
just to
anything
see.
pops up.
I mean, see if we, and the reason I'm asking is then maybe would have who
Who
the
did it.
sign company was that did it. So we could find out more.
Didn't last too long, though, huh?
And that's what surprised me
Yeah.
after you asked me to stop and do it, is that I remember, looking at it maybe 5 or 6 years ago
Mm,
because of stuff we were talking about, and it
Right.
wasn't like that.
No.
So this has been more recent that it
Mhm.
started to fail. But my guess is that there is a coating on top of what they did to protect it, and that's what is failing.
yeah, that's,
And it's not something you need.
But it's a nice
to-
sign, and I mean,
Yeah.
obviously the poles need painting on
yeah.
it as well. It has not been cared for.
Mm.
The fence that you see in front of it is a temporary fence put up by the people who are doing the renovation of the old building right on the river, what's that, John, do you know, River something or other development that they're doing with that, okay. 'Cause that's the one that got reinstated,
Oh,
Okay.
yes,
it's
sorry.
River View, no,
Um,
I think it's River Walk.
hmm.
Well, I could be wrong. Anyway, they've started
Yeah,
work
I know
on
what
that,
you're
so they've
talking
got all the temporary fencing to keep people out from in there. Which is, again, I will say, great thing that's happening there, because they're taking that old building and,
Yeah.
restoring it and turning it into housing,
Which
so.
is Nice.
That is nice.
Is that town property or?
Riverside Landing.
Okay,
Riverside
Riverside
Landing.
Landing, that's it.
Is that, it's on town property or is that owned by the people doing the work?
Yeah.
The sign,
That's, I don't know. They said, I did talk to the foreman there, because I parked right in the way. And I said, I'm only gonna be a minute, I gotta photograph that. He said, oh, that's good, whatever. And I said, and we're very happy that you're doing this. So anyway, he said, well, we're gonna make a little like park area right here, like where I was parked on to the right of that,
Hmm,
as an area for the residents to
Mhm.
sit out, and they're gonna make a patio and stuff like that there, so.
sounds good.
yeah,
And maybe we can engage the owners of this project to help restore the sign and the poles.
That would be nice.
Yeah,
too.
because it's,
That's my thought.
Kind of reminds me of that format of those Rhode Island signs that are on 95.
Oh, yes.
Discover beautiful Rhode Island,
Yep.
like that format. But with more text. Can't read that kind of text when you're going 65
Well, no,
miles
it's
an
not
hour.
something to read when you're driving by them.
We hope not.
Yeah, there it is.
I did take a picture of it. If I can find it.
So whereabouts was it?
The signs on the street corner, they would be crossed over, yeah,
Right here?
yeah,
it's right there.
the sign is there,
Oh, I can see it just outside of that box.
yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like it's,
Yeah.
what, in the town
Town
right
property.
away,
Okay,
not necessarily town property.
no, but I mean,
Within the right of
they
way.
wouldn't say. get rid of
Okay,
the
yeah,
sign.
I see.
Okay,
It's kind of heavily overgrown right there right now. Again,
Yeah.
that corner hasn't been maintained by the town,
mhm,
so,
okay. I was just wondering.
no,
The
good
new
point.
owners own,
Yep.
own the
I
property
can't
where the
find it.
sign is on, yeah,
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
That little corner is obviously the town property. So
is that the size of the development, or are they adding to it?
It's.
you'd have
pretty
to ask
much
John.
staying the
I don't
same.
know.
Yeah,
They're just adding a parking area,
okay,
Mm.
so,
but the buildings are staying
as they
pretty
are,
much the same.
But I mean, what a huge improvement for that one little stretch.
Yeah.
oh, yeah, yeah, that's been
Yeah,
Mm,
sad for a long time,
Yep.
okay.
John, do you mind, I'm sorry, can you go back to that for a second?
Of course,
See the parcel on the opposite side of the river, right there?
if you could just, sorry, 1 second, I just wanna. There,
That one,
Across.
no, the one, not the one that Secoshia owns, the one right next to it, no, come down with you, right on,
Right here.
right there. Who owns that? Is that town?
that is. All owned by the same
That
Howard
one?
Avenue Realty. So this parcel and this parcel are owned by the same person.
So that's owned by them too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, so maybe they'll clean that up too.
It's owned by who?
The same people, Riverside,
Oh, okay.
No.
no,
This-
different?
This is owned by Howard Avenue Realty, which is the same one that owns
Okay,
this building and putting in this new.
so
development.
that's owned by
Mike.
Secoshia, basically. His development, yeah. Missed. You got that. Oh, that's the dam. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
looking at the other, that's the
that
dam.
other
Yep,
crossover.
okay.
Okay. Okay, so does anybody have anything else? You want to,
All right.
Any additional public comment?
oh, public comment, yes.
Public comment, yeah.
I never would hear that.
Nick, do you want to say anything else? Yep.
Well, thank you for asking, but no, I don't have anything else. And thank you for the invite for next month's meeting.
Thank you.
Looking forward to
Yeah,
it.
thank you for
Okay.
coming,
thank you.
agreeing to come. Okay, anything else before we adjourn?
Nope.
I have a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
I.
Aye.